from this corner here as my cat checks out the view. Okay, alright, y'all done? Okay, well, what's that? It's some Skittles. Skittles gummies. You want to smell it? These look kind of cool. Here's the first one that I picked up. They smell reminiscent of Skittles, but I bet they will taste different from how they smell because they're gummies. Anyway, hey, Stinky, you want to smell this? She smelled it inquisitively. Hey, you want to come over here and smell it? Oh, yeah. You don't like that. I don't think she likes it. Anyway, here we go with the, what I'm assuming is the strawberry. Yes, the strawberry flavor Skittles gummy. Are you gonna hang out over here? Okay. She wants to hang out over here. This is actually really good. It kind of has that. It kind of has a cough drop flavor in addition to the strawberry Skittle flavor. They added like essence of cough drop, but I kind of like it. I'm gonna have another one of those. I wonder how people are gonna react to my cat crashing this video. I hope it's a positive reaction. Because it's very positive. She jumped off the table. It's very positive for me. Dang, this is tasty. Drinking some cold water. Try to remember to have some form of hydration in all my videos. Okay, so favorite Skittle flavors. Mine is the red. And my least favorite Skittles flavor is the grape. Well, no, it's a tie between. Actually, I would have to say that my least favorite Skittles flavor is the lime. It's not great. It's really not great. But this smells good. This gummy smells good. Kinda springy. I like the texture of these gummies. And I like the size, they're little buttons, The taste of this gummy is very accurate to the taste of the actual real lime Skittle. Maybe a little better than that. The gummy being better, I mean. I apologize for the loud car sounds passing by. So, now that my cat lives with me, I keep my balcony door. I have a little screen to light balcony in my apartment, and I keep the door open a bit throughout the day because she likes to go there in the balcony and watch the cars go by and the birds and stuff. But I think by grape is not good. For grape, they decided to go full-on medicine flavor. Like children's grape medicine flavor. It's just not good. I don't like the grape. Cleanse my palate a little bit. No, that takes up too much. That was too much. Bad directorial decision. Next, let's try the orange. This has a this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a septagonal Skittles gummy. I'll try and hold it from the center so you can see all the sides. You probably won't be able to anyway. I don't know if the camera will catch it. This feels like it's gonna fall. Anyway, it's a Septicon. Orange. Wow. This is very tasty. This is the best one so far. This is easily the best one. We haven't tried lemon yet, but this is, I would say so far the list is, well, no, we'll just make the list at the end. But this is, I'm gonna get another one of those oranges. That's so good. Get a thumbnail with the open bag so you can see the gummies. I'm trying to lean into the things that I think are corny. Because I think that corny is when you say something's like, oh, that's so corny. I think that's fear. I think that's a manifestation of fear. Oh, I would never do such a thing. It's so corny. Meaning like, I'm afraid of feeling embarrassed. And that's how I felt about the thumbnail thing when a YouTuber is like, oh, thumbnail. See, like, that's how I would think of it. I would think of it that in that mocking way, thumbnail, you know. But then I find myself scrolling through my videos before I post, looking for a screenshot that is fun and encapsulates the video, and oftentimes I can't find one that I'm satisfied with. So it makes sense to do the thumbnail just from a functional perspective. And honestly, as a viewer myself, I don't mind it when people do it. It doesn't bother me at all. And I don't think it's corny when other people do it. I just, for some reason, think the thought of me doing it, I'm like, oh, no, now it's corny. Go figure. Anyway, you're here for the Skittles gummies. This one looks like it has a skull or a gladiator's mask on it if you turn it a certain way. And again, I really don't think you'll be able to see this by the camera, but we'll give it a try. Let me hold it this way. So in each of these gummies, it's like an S for Skittles molded into it, but this one, if you turn it sideways, I think you can kind of see it. It looks like a skull. Wild. Here's the lemon gummy. It's very lemon flavored. It's flavor. Lemon drops flavor, I mean. So it's good. Okay. So I think the list goes. We'll go the worst. We'll go from worst to best. The worst is the grape. Grape's the worst. Number 5 out of 5. Let's see if this will work. This is not gonna work. The second worst, coming in 4th place, is the lime. That's a fact. And I need to, I'm conflicted between red and yellow. I remember yellow's flavor because I just had it. I don't quite remember red's flavor because I had that first, so I'm gonna have another strawberry. I'm gonna have a lemon right after for that direct comparison. Red is better. So coming in 3rd place, right along the middle, as expected, yellow, lemon. Grape is the worst. Lime is a little better than that. Lemon is a little better than that. Strawberry is a little better than that. And the unexpected champion, unexpected for me anyway, orange, coming out at number 1. Oh, the thumb is the hard part. There we go. Here are your competitors. And now I'm gonna taste the rainbow. I gotta say, the rainbow tastes very acidic. When your tongue is faced with an abundance of all these chemical flavors, then it becomes more difficult to pick up on the nuanced characteristics of each flavor. And what your brain ends up doing instead is pick up on the more overarching characteristics of the flavor, like level of acidity, how bright it is, how hot or cold it is. And so what shines through this smorgasbord of Skittles gummies is the acidity. When I say acidity, I mean like acidic fruits. The lemon plus the acidity of the grape plus the acidity of the orange flavoring is overwhelming the rest of, or overpowering the rest of the flavors. Anyway, you get it. It's, you know what I do. I over-explain simple things. That's what I do. Okay. We're doing a top 3 sandwich. Top 3 sandwich. Orange at the bottom, yellow in the middle, and strawberry at the top. Why did I say orange at the bottom, lemon in the middle, strawberry at the top? This reminds me of those gummies. just unenjoyable, this one. I think I'll have a lemon. No, I think I'll have a strawberry next. Not very satisfying. Somewhat more satisfying. Ah, but now my fingers are all sticky. Rookie mistake. I put a lot of gummies into this bag. The bag is thick. All of that is little Skittles gummies. That's a lot. It's heavy. Look at all those gummies. That's a lot. I have a lemon next. It's cool. It's fun to control like the flavor narrative. I have a lemon. Now I'm feeling a lime next. So I'll bust out a lime. Have a little water. Start chewing the lime. I think I'll have a few more of these. Maybe like 3 more. And then I'll call it. I think my third last is going to be the 3rd place winner. Lemon. Just middle of the road. That's really crazy. Like there's just an archetypal lemon flavor. And it's never different. It's always just lemon flavored things are the most consistent flavored things ever. Any lemon thing like this also tastes like those like lemon popsicles you get. They all just taste the same. It's crazy. Because like cherry things taste different, you know. I might like cherry this, but I don't like cherry that, you know. Like watermelon flavored things vary wildly across the flavor spectrum. Watermelon things. A watermelon Jolly Rancher does not taste like Sour Patch watermelon. You know, they're like very different. Orange, it's, you know, it depends. Grape also varies a lot on the flavor spectrum, but is always inordinately sweet. Strawberry varies a fair amount. It's gonna be pretty sweet, but you know, I don't like every strawberry thing. But lemon, it's just like, do you feel me on this? Let me know if you feel me on this. The last 2 were 2 oranges, and I realized I ate them without showing them. I don't even know why I'm showing them. It's not really that important after you've seen a few of them, but anyway, here are 2 oranges so that you can visualize what I'm eating. And because I took them out, I'm just gonna eat them too. I'm pretty happy with Skittles gummies. I like them a lot. I think my favorite thing about them is the size and the shape. I was wondering how big or small they would be. In fact, I expected them to be even smaller, the size of actual Skittles, which these are bigger than. But you know, I'm happy with it. They're little button-sized gummies. frankly, there's not a lot of grape in here. There's more. The most are strawberry. Next, I would say it's an even tie between lemon and lime. Then there's an even tie between. Well, no. Then there's orange, and then like it looks like the fewest are grape. I really like orange. It tastes like if you're opening up an orange and you eat the part that you're not supposed to eat, you know? Which is, you can eat it, it's a fruit. But anyway, if you eat the peel and you chew it, and it's like that ripe taste, right? It's not the sweet, mild taste of the actual orange fruit. The peel is like raw, you know? It's in your face. That's what these taste like. And I think that's pretty cool. That it actually tastes like a part of a real orange. It might not be the best part of the orange, but it's like pretty darn close. It's interesting that they were able to accomplish even that. Because I don't know of any gummy that tastes like the actual fruit.